It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Mahendra Singh Dhoni had that magnificent six to lead India to a World Cup victory. The 18-year-old me was rejoicing, completely unaware that in the next few weeks I was about to experience the biggest failure of my life. Good afternoon, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. It was the month of May, and I was sitting in front of my computer waiting for my iitjee results, simultaneously praying to God that please get me selected. With every passing second, my prayers grew stronger. But I guess all lines to that route were busy. A tear rolled down my eye when I realized I didn't make it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I lost my voice. My Gujarati parents, on the other hand, they tried to cheer me up. They said, Gujaratis don't care about physics, chemistry, or mathematics. None of your family members have cleared iitjee, and we're all doing okay. Don't worry. No matter how hard they tried, I couldn't accept the fact that I had failed. I felt disappointed, dejected, disheartened. But then I found out none of my friends cleared the exam either. Suddenly, it was a huge relief for me. It got me time to think, and I realized I had two choices in front of me. First, an easy choice. Second, a not so easy one. I listened to everyone and then my heart and took the road less traveled. That road took me more than 1,000 kilometers away to the city of Kota in the state of Rajasthan. I had to leave behind the comfort of my home, the delicious food that my mom cooked, and my then sweetheart, Nokia 5800 Express Music, the best smartphone back then. The moment I stepped into the city, I realized there was something different. Usually, the air that we breathe contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% all the other gases, right? But in Kota, instead of nitrogen, the air contains 78% tension. Let me explain. As I walked into the city, I realized there is a coaching institute in every street. There is a food mess in every other street. No matter where you look, you'll just find students everywhere, rushing and coming with books in their bags. If you look at the sky, you'll just find hoardings of the best coaching institutes and how their students are AIR 1, 2, and 3. Sadly, less than 10% of the student made it to the cutoff. This meant this was an uphill task, but I was ready for it. Every morning from 7:30, I put on my badge, marked my attendance, and sat in a classroom for the next 6 hours, listening to each and every word that my teacher spoke, always made notes and asked them doubts whenever I had one. Once I came back to my PG, I spent countless hours solving questions on physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Every evening I spent with R.D. Sharma. Every night I slept with H.C. Verma under my pillow. My bathroom mirror was half covered with the periodic table. I didn't drink water. I drank H2O. I didn't eat salt. I ate NaCl. And I didn't drink alcohol. I didn't drink it seriously. I just drew its molecular structure on my copy. Then, of course, there were other kinds of challenges. For a 7:30 class, I used to wake up at 7 a.m., which meant I had less than 30 minutes to be refreshed and also fill my stomach. At 7:25, I used to catch an auto with a burning cup of tea in one hand and bread in the other, trying to balance the angular momentum whenever there was a bumper or a pothole, ensure that they didn't burn my tongue or spill tea over my jeans. Then there was the mess where I ate. Usually they gave decent food, but then there were days where they experimented. Their idli were harder than tungsten, and if by mistake you ate their dal bati churma, you would have to go to a dentist the next day. Amidst these moments of struggle, I realized I had to do something to keep myself sane. 6 days a week, I used to study diligently, but on Sundays, I would go to a nearby cyber cafe and shoot people for 2 hours on Counter Strike. Whenever I was not giving a 6-hour exam on Sundays, I would go to a theatre and watch some movies. I'm lucky that I saw Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Delhi Belly, Dawn 2, Rockstar, but my favorite was Mere Brother Ki Dulhan, which I saw twice only because it had Katrina in it. With the blink of an eye, the 10 months passed away. I came back home from my Vanvas and gave my Agni Pariksha. It was again the month of May. I was sitting in front of my computer, waiting for my iitjee results. And in that point, a certain thought struck me. While preparing for physics, chemistry, and mathematics, I had learned something about life as well. I had learned the importance of sacrificing your comfort zone to achieve your dreams. I had learned how important it was to be disciplined to achieve those goals. And I learned it was okay to not be too hard on yourself despite the ups and downs. Finally, the result came out, and I had a smile on my face. In the worst of times, I had the best of times.